touch with a lot of things that are important. And speaking of a lot of things that are important, hello everybody. Don Farrell with Actors Theater of Indiana. Thank you so much for spending some of your lunch break with ATI. I am sitting here with my dear friend Jessica Crum Hawkins, who is working on she's reprising a role that she's done before for a very special presentation that is upcoming between the Gregory Hancock Dance Theater and the Carmel Symphony Orchestra with Jana Himes there. That's going to be so much fun. And that date is coming up right around the corner, isn't it?
August 5th.
August 5, y'all. August 5.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. So, so welcome to ATI and ATI's podcast.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to get to know a little bit more about Jessica, a little bit more about Gregory Hancock Dance Theater, and about this amazing piece about Frida Kahlo. Such a brilliant woman icon really, and inspirational of so many different things. And what a tough life that she had as a child all the way up. Talk about your experience with this amazing show written. I mean, Gregory did like it all. The guy, it's a shame Gregory just doesn't have any talent.
It's so sad, really.
He's just, we'll pray for him. We're praying for him. Yeah. He'll come, he'll blossom soon.
One of these days.
I mean, the guy choreographs, he directs, he
costumes.
Does all the costumes. All his costumes are beautiful. Yep. The costumes, the music. He's a musician as well.
Yep.
And of course, he founded this amazing company, which is one of the 6 resident companies at the Center for the Performing Arts. Real quick on Gregory Hancock, who is obviously the founder and executive artistic director and principal choreographer. Their mission is Gregory Hancock Dance Theater is a professional contemporary dance company dedicated to the exploration, creation, and presentation of thought-provoking issues through dance. With the ability to transcend the barriers that divide our world, we strive to enlighten, educate, entertain, and engage diverse audiences of all ages. So that's what Gregory Hancock, and he's done so many things. You want to check out their website. But so talk about working, and this is a Emmy award-winning production that has been done before on PBS. He's won Emmy awards for that, and talk about this amazing ride that you've been on for. How long has this project been going?
Gregory actually wrote this in 1997.
97.
And it kind of got put on the back burner for quite a while. And through some personal losses of his in 2014, with his mother, I know she was a huge supporter and always wanted him to do this.
Florence, yeah.
Yep, Florence Hancock. And so after that, he was like, I have to do this. So 2015, and it's so interesting that Frida Kahlo is she's now the #1 selling, I think, Latina artist.
Really?
So in 2015, did the world premiere at Booth Tarkington Civic Theater with Gregory Hancock Dance Theater. And then it did very well. We just one weekend. And then it was also tweaked a little bit and then done in October. And that's when PBS came and recorded it. WFYI, and I believe won the original arts programming or special regional Emmy for it.
Awesome.
So yeah.
What was it like working with PBS, WFYI? We love everybody at WFYI. Great stuff. Make sure to check them out. They're always great programming on WFYI.
It was wonderful. Yeah. So that what you usually would call a tech week, we made sure we were ready at the beginning of tech week because they came a couple days and were on stage with us, getting all the angles and
so the cameras enveloped into the scene work as well and the choreography?
Yes. Yep, it was having an audience so they could really be there. Much more interactive with, the viewing audience.
Yeah. So talk about Frida. Her life story is unbelievable. If you've ever looked at there's movies out there, great stuff, great representation of that. But this is the musical version of that. And I was lucky enough to catch the production that was 4 years ago.
Yes, at the Phoenix.
At the Phoenix Theater Company.
Yep.
And really great production team, a great cast, all the dancers, everybody involved in that production was really, really marvelous. People coming, the direction coming in from New York City. She's going to be directing again, Georgina
Escobar, who did the direction 4 years ago at the Phoenix, will also be coming in. in a week or so to help us with some staging. So it is a concert version.
Okay.
The 20 local vocalists we will not be in full costume, but we will be off book, and there'll be some staging, and Georgina brings a wonderful female Latina voice and direction to that.
Yeah.
So she'll be coming back to help us with that.
That is marvelous. And yeah, a whole female team really in a lot of ways. So it kind of helps support the this amazing woman and having that perspective and those voices in to bring the story to life. So what do you think? Why do you think Frida is so important now? I mean, working on this from 1997 for Gregory, and then all the way through. Where do you see this being relevant in today's society?
I think Frida always has been, but even more and more. She is an icon for feminism. She was always so passionate and so outspoken. So definitely an icon there. You know, became an artist after she was in a terrible accident.
Oh, that bus accident.
Yes, a trolley accident that ruined chances of her being able to have children, though she tried many, many times unsuccessfully. But she was in bed for a couple months and had so many surgeries, and she learned to paint. Her father brought his brushes, and she learned to paint while she was like on her back and like with something sitting in the bed, and that's when she kind of started painting.
And self-taught too. Wasn't she a self-taught painter?
Yes, I mean, I'm sure her father Guillermo was also. But learned when she was sick and alone, and in the hospital trying to recover and stay alive. So. And
the artwork is so. I remember when. The artwork, the modernism with it, a lot of symbolism involved in her artwork.
Yes.
A lot of you see paintings and roots, and I did a little bit. I was reading up about some of her paintings, and I found it very interesting, the roots that were kind of ground you in turbulent times, which she had been through so many of those, and that you can. It's so interesting. I don't know. I'd love going to museums and you just stand there and you take it, and of course you appreciate the beauty, but then what inspired these things? How did it come from just being a blank canvas to coming out of the mind and then coming to life? Just like with what Gregory's doing with this.
Yes.
How is he going to take the stories of Frida and then come up with these melodic themes and find out and then inspiring it in with the dance? How does the dance come? I'm always fascinated by the artistic the journey and how that creation comes about.
Yeah, and I feel like with Frida, that's what she did, is she took all that pain and she turned it into beauty. And she even said that she doesn't paint her dreams, she painted her realities. So like a lot of the self-portraits, she's like, this is what I see. I don't care so much about what you see or what you think I am. This is who I am.
Right.
And this is what I see, and this is my world I live in and that I've struggled through and persevere through. So
I'm working on creating a show, another show, and this artist that I'm working on creating about kind of a little docu show. He was talking about you have to know who you are before you can walk out onto stage to present the songs that you write. And I find that very interesting, for regardless of what medium you are, whether you're an artist, you have to know who she knew who she was. And like talking about painting her reality and how it definitely comes through in that artwork. Really, truly fascinating story. August 5th, you want to check this out. And it's also so exciting. I mean, isn't this a great community that we're in here in Carmel, where this is granted, he started working in 97, and then the original production had its world premiere at the Tarkington, and then it went down to Phoenix, and now it's coming back up to the Palladium with the symphony orchestra and working with all of this. It's so exciting to be able to watch the journey of a piece that was created and developed here at home.
Yes.
And how exciting do you think audiences are going to see little different, those who have seen other productions, do you think they're going to see little differences as the journey and the growth of this of the show has moved on?
I think what's great about it is you will see, I feel like anytime you have live music, I mean, having a live symphony orchestra
Well,
is
that
like
takes it to a whole other thing too.
so
right? Yeah.
so exciting for me.
Yeah, Carmel Symphony
I'll probably
Orchestra is
lose it
amazing.
at first. It's okay. I'll have a couple rehearsals. But yeah, having that live orchestral backing to it, I think will just heighten that emotion. Which there are some comedic things.
Mm-hmm.
Frida was very outspoken and did not tone down her language sometimes when she felt very strongly about things, which was also beautiful. She was, so open
Mm-hmm.
and shared her pain and the wonderful things too. But there's comedy, there's romance, and there's heartbreak. But you get all of this, and with the Carmel Symphony Orchestra, I think it will just be a new experience. Also, it's a little trimmed down. I believe it'll be closer to, an hour 15 max minute acts, 2 acts, not 3. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And
Shakespeare.
you're going to love working with Jana. Jana and the
Yeah,
orchestra
very
are
excited.
amazing. ATI loves Jana Himes and the Carmel Symphony Orchestra. We've been blessed to work with them a couple of times, and we've always had fun in collaborating. Yeah. But wait till you hear that. I mean, it just takes it to it's a very, I don't know, it becomes a very physical thing. You can feel the music. You're surrounded and immersed in the music. So very exciting about that. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I will also mention, on top of the orchestra and the vocalist, Gregory Hancock dancers, some of the dancers will also be in costume performing some of the numbers.
Oh,
So
great.
professional dancers doing, they're not going to be in every song, but they will be there and in costume. So you will still get some of that very visual experience.
It's beautiful too.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it. It's just stunning. And there on the Palladium stage, those costumes are going to pop. Everything is just going to be amazing. So Jessica, tell us about you. Well, first of all, before we leave Frida, what does it feel like portraying her, this icon of a woman?
I feel like it's an incredible challenge, obviously, and what an honor to portray somebody that is a feminist icon in the LGBTQ plus community. She also, I really am moved and inspired by her perseverance. With all of the things that she went through. Her husband, Diego Rivera, was not faithful to her, and the pain of that, the pain of all of her physical ailments. She had polio when she was 6. Always had shoes that were heightened on one leg so she could walk more steady. That's why she always wore the Tijuana long skirts to cover her legs. Then back problems from her accident, not being able to have children, just so many things she went through. And instead of being a victim and being bitter, she turned that into art, into beauty, into something lasting. She is more popular today, and her art is much more admired and praised, as it should be, than it was when she was alive. So being able to portray a woman with so much pain, but also so much beauty, and trying to find that balance and that contrast, quite an honor.
And very inspirational for
humbling.
all of us to be able to see that journey and how you can take a negative and turn it around to a positive.
Absolutely.
And no matter what, and putting that, because we all go through challenges in our lives. How much time you got? How much time? No, but we all, I think that's universal. There's, we're all in the same storm, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And how we approach it. Where is our power? Our power is in how we deal with a situation.
Absolutely.
We can choose to deal with it and create all sorts of whatever drama. We could try to deal with it with grace and acceptance, but also try to find those silver linings, which is always the challenge. But whenever you're put into that type of situation, doesn't that what's that famous saying? The out of necessity breeds invention, or whatever. It's the same type of thing. Whatever these challenges are, you're going to find a way to rise above it. Because what are the other choices? You can either give up.
I always heard be bitter or be better.
I love that.
Probably an old pastor I heard.
That's what does Oprah call that? That's like one of those aha moments.
I didn't make
love
that
it.
up. I didn't make that up. I'm not. So, but yeah.
Be bitter or be better.
Yeah. Or
That's
a
gonna be
victim or a victor.
Ooh, another one.
Again, not mine.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah, me too. It's easier to remember.
So, oh my goodness. So, actress, singer, artist. You also create. You're an artist as well,
It's
right?
fairly new, but
I mean, you're just kind of like Frida in your own way.
Yeah, my necklace is.
Did you make that?
Yeah, for my paint pourings. I got into acrylic pouring in January because why not?
Sure.
I saw a YouTube video or something and thought that'd be fun to pick up another hobby that's going to suck up all my money. You know? But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. And then you work quite a bit in the local theater scene. You've been you've been at Footlight Musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about when you were Mrs. Walker in The Who's Tommy. I mean, that's a fun score. Wow.
That was my first introduction. So I have only been trained classically, and that was more than a few years ago in college. And then I didn't do any theater for like 14 years.
14?
Till I was in my 30s.
Okay.
And which was also not just a few years ago. So when I got into Tommy, it was the first time I really was immersed into more of a rock score.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, people are like, you belt more. And I'm like, what's belting? What is this? And I just fell in love with that music and the energy of that show. And even, Mrs. Walker is, quite a pistol, but also, not like the movie though. No rolling around in baked beans.
No.
But that was wonderful.
And you were Betty Haynes in White Christmas. What a score! Great
that.
Irving Berlin score.
Jazz is one of my favorite kinds of music.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Legally Blonde, The Music Man, so much fun. And how about you reside in Fishers?
Yes.
Still,
mm-hmm.
And that community is really booming as well.
It really is. Yep, my property values will confirm that it is really growing.
Yeah, all of a sudden you kind of it's a little moment where you go, "Wow, I'm just so rich."
Yeah.
But not. But it makes me think I'm rich, but not.
My house is worth more, but I'm not selling it. So
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, I'm really looking forward to August 5th. This is going to be a very exciting thing, and I highly encourage everybody to get out there and check out those tickets. You can go to thecenterpresents.org,
mm-hmm.
or you can call the box office at 317-843-3800. Our good friends over at the Center for the Performing Arts box office, to get your tickets while you can for this. And it's a one night only, right?
One night only.
One night
Just like
only.
Donna Summers.
One night,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So very exciting. Well, thank you so much for spending your time, your afternoon with us.
Wonderful.
And we'll see you again on another episode of Lunch Break with ATI. Thanks so much, you guys. Take care.